Welcome, everyone, back to another episode of Muggle with a Mic. Katie here, and I'm joined by...
Phil.
Phil! Hi, Phil.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
It's been a hot minute.
It has been a little bit. This year's been crazy. We haven't got many episodes out, but we're having fun.
Yeah, it's definitely been a busy one.
Yes, it has. But we're happy to be talking all things the man who cannot die from falling off buildings, Mr. Jonathan.
Jonathan. Yep.
Yeah,
Today's episode's all about John Wick, Chapter 4.
John Wick.
Now, where would you rank this out of all the John Wick movies? 1, 2, 3, and 4. What would you rate your favorite one?
2. This one's 2.
Okay, this one would be 2.
First one's 1.
Okay.
Second one's 3.
Yep.
Third one's 4th. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the way I do it.
That's probably how I would rank them. I mean, it's kind of a toss up between 2 and 4, but I would say probably 4 would edge out 2. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. So I agree.
Oh, hey!
I think this is the best one since number.
Okay.
Number one.
This is the one I did not use for the last Irish episode, so I thought I'd just use my second mug. It is my Irish coffee mug.
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm not like, I make fun of people who get Ray Dunn stuff, but this is a Ray Dunn mug. It's because it has that iconic.
Who's Ray Dunn?
Ray Dunn.
Is that a company or a person?
It's anything that has this font.
Oh, okay.
And I make fun of it because it's kind of like for people who forget where things go or what things are. So like on a mug, it'll just say mug in this font. That's all
I got you. I got you.
You have to have your thing labeled, but it's like a glass. I haven't seen many Ray Dunn glass mugs, so it's glass is Irish coffee, and it's just got coffee.
Or shouldn't it say like glass mug?
You would think. I think it should be called Ray Duh. It's a mug.
Captain Obvious.
Yeah, seriously. I also have a Final Boss Con shirt on that the Final Boss crew gave me. They also have one for you, Phil.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
You know,
that is a red one because the red one, they're going to be selling the red ones at the convention for the general populace. Anybody can buy those. You see people wearing black ones, that will be VIP individuals, and then they also are going to have all the staff will be wearing purple ones. Yeah, am I correct on that?
You are correct. You were like the t-shirt meteorologist there, telling us what's rain and snow.
Yeah, I'm legend. I'm the legend. I told you the key to deciphering the shirts.
That's funny. All right, what's your mug?
Mine is. It's got a dash hound on it.
You've used this one. This is the third time you've used this one. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's because I'm not listening.
I think, or maybe it's the second time. The last time I used that,
I'm not listening.
It was the baseball episode.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Honestly, I can't remember. I have about 200 mugs, and I can't remember which ones I've used or not. So
it's okay. Hey,
I will find a new one by the end of the episode, and I will show it.
Keeping us on the edge of our seats. What could it be? I'm going to guess. No, actually, Phil, close your eyes, and I'm going to write down.
Okay.
Or actually, just take your headphones off too.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go get them up. You just
okay.
All right.
I'll hang out here. Okay. Phil can't hear me. I think it's gonna be a blue mug, and it's going to be movie related, and it will have something to do with Alien or Lord of the Rings. He hasn't had a Lord of the Rings mug. I take back blue. It's going to have something to do with Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be a white mug. Here we go.
I'm going to subvert your expectations.
Okay.
I got Universal Studios Starbucks, you are here mug.
Oh, I thought for a second, Phil. I really thought. I thought for a second I was guessing Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord of the Rings.
And I thought for a second that was Sauron, or that's the eye thing. The eye of, is it Sauron?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that's what that was on that mug.
On what? All the
Universal mug.
Okay. Yeah. No, that is.
That you showed me.
Was this the first sign?
That, the entrance, I thought was it.
Yeah. That's Jurassic Park, I believe. Like the gateway for Jurassic Park.
But I was close because I guessed a blue mug at first, and then I changed to a white mug.
Well, you're right, because it's blue inside and it's white on the outside. So I think if they have a whole season per book, that'll give them a lot more time to just dive in and just do a complete run through the whole story. All the little side stories like Spew and those, and then J.K. Rowling is going to be involved, so hopefully, it'll be a faithful adaptation, and I think it'd be a good thing. I do. I'm just wondering how like Universal Studios will handle that, because they've got the whole theme parks and they're based on the movies, and this could potentially be way more popular than the movies.
I hear all those, and I agree with all that. But I have mixed feelings about this, because I have and I'm sure you do, have a deep emotional connection to these films because I grew up with them.
Yeah.
And I love the books. I grew up with the books. So I love the fact that they're going to dive deeper into the story and all the side stories and get more detailed. But I'm scared about them just overlapping or just covering up the movies.
I mean, you always have the movies. I mean, the movies have been out, for 20 some years now?
Yeah.
I mean, and you're always going to have Robbie Coltrane playing Hagrid.
But are they going to be redoing that?
I mean, yeah, they'll recast them. They'll have different actors. You have new Harry, new Ron.
How would you feel someone else playing Luke Skywalker redoing the story again?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but here's the thing, though. I probably wouldn't like that, but these were books first before they were movies, and the stories are way more in depth than the movies are. So for me, getting to explore those subplots.
Oh yeah.
I mean, because I always have the movies. I'll go back and watch the movies. I mean, it'll be just kind of a separate universe to me. Doesn't bother me in the least.
I would almost more enjoy if the series was just about those side stories.
Well,
and maybe you hear.
Do.
I know, I understand, but maybe if it highlighted those more than the main characters.
Yeah.
Like maybe occasionally you saw Harry Potter, but just from someone else's vantage point. Does that make sense?
Have you ever seen Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead?
No, that was a mouthful. What's that?
Yeah. It was a play and a movie as well. And it takes place, two characters in Hamlet. Okay. Two characters that just die. I mean, they're just background characters, and the whole movie's about them, and you just kind of see glimpses of Hamlet and what's going on in the background.
Yeah.
But it's just about those two characters.
Like following Red Shirt guy from, Star Trek.
Yeah. Yeah. So they had a lot of great actors in this, which I enjoyed.
The young... Okay. Mind you, I have not watched... Okay, so the first one, Lawrence Fishburne was not in it, correct?
Right, he was in the second.
And when I saw that, I was like, wow, Matrix reunion.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody was kind of like, yeah, Matrix
But
reunion.
they did a good job. Sometimes when they do that, it's like I see the same characters. I did not see the same characters.
Yeah.
That was not Morpheus. That was the king. And that shows that they're good actors because you don't see the same character.
I always like Um, I always liked him. I always think he does a good job. So.
Oh, he does. And
Remember,
if you watch him on the Blackish TV show, because he plays the grandpa on that. Have you ever watched Blackish?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's kind of like a Modern Family, a sitcom, but he's in that, and he does a great job at being funny and being an old grandpa, but then he comes on, you watch him in this at the same time period, and he's playing this really powerful, king boss. It was neat. He's a good actor.
Cowboy Curtis, Pee Wee Herman. You remember he played Cowboy Curtis?
He did.
Well, howdy, Pee Wee.
Oh my gosh, because I haven't watched that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That is him, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's probably the first thing he did. At least that's the first thing I remember him being in.
Phil, you just blew my mind.
I know, right?
Yeah, he was always standing in the back. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, that talks about the stairs. I understood the concept of he's basically, who's that guy, the biblical guy who's carrying the stone up the hill and it keeps falling and he's never.
You asked me to. It's Sisyphus.
Sisyphus. He was basically Sisyphus.
A Sisyphean task. Yes.
Yes, so I get why they were doing that, and it was totally appropriate. But I do think it went on too long.
Well, are you talking about the stone steps at the end?
Yes, up to the basilica.
Well, and here's the thing: it's like, I mean, I know you have to kind of suspend disbelief with these movies, but dude, if you fell down that many stone steps, because you'd be dead. You'd have broken bones. You would have broken your hip. I mean, there's no way.
I mean, the whole scene with the
it was like 225 stone steps, and you fall down every single one of them. There's no way. No.
No, the amount of times that John throughout this series hit his dead on the spine and should have broken his back and died. And it takes him a while to get up, and that's his only injury.
Well, you can even argue it's like, oh, we had that bulletproof suit, which I don't know. I think that's kind of a mistake, having bulletproof material. And they even said, like in the second one, when they kind of introduced that it's bulletproof, but you'll still feel it. I mean, you have kinetic energy.
You're gonna have an internal.
You're still gonna have like broken ribs because that may be bulletproof, but he's getting shot with. Hit by cars and shot like 500 times. So you would have. There's no way.
At one point when he takes his jacket and his vest off, and you hear the bullets falling off of it.
Yeah.
Because if you hear those, that's at least 20 to 30 bullets falling off of him.
Right.
It's not armor. It just stops the bullet. So you see people with bulletproof Kevlar vests that are this thick. And they've got bruising. Yeah.
You still feel it and you don't get up. I mean,
I have a feeling John Wick happens in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Where people exist that don't get injured.
Well, I did think that. Did you like the dragon fire, like shotgun shells? I thought that was cool. Yeah. It was a real thing. I mean, in real life.
Right. People like used them over in Afghanistan or something military wise. But I loved, from a cinematic perspective, I loved the overhead angle.
The isometric kind of overhead video game, or they're going from room to room. That was neat. That was different.
I mean, have you ever seen anything like that done before? With the combination of the view and the weapon.
No. Because on a video game, but not not a movie, but
I mean, that was really neat. I enjoyed watching that. All right, question 9. In another franchise and fourth film of that franchise, what characters does Keanu voice in Toy Story 4?
Well, it's based on Evel Knievel.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that. I never saw that Toy Story.
My sister saw it and said it was his character was hilarious. Yeah.
Danger and
Think of a royalty title.
Duke Danger. Duke,
What sound does a bomb make?
Duke Kaboom.
Yes.
Yeah.